Whew, it feels so good to be back home and here with you guys. It's been a while, a lot to catch up on, and we have a lot of time because the big tournament doesn't start until March 19th, so we have about 6 days until that. Right now, I want to talk about the transfer portal because transfer portal madness has begun, even though it doesn't officially open until the 24th. We already have some big news. There's already been a few entries, but the biggest name of all, Serah Williams, has announced that she will be transferring from the Wisconsin Badgers and entering the transfer portal. Now, this is something that you only have to go back a couple videos of mine to see that I was addressing this at that point.
Madison, Wisconsin.
All right, two quick things. First of all, they don't even show up in Madison, Wisconsin for the team that they have now, and they have Serah Williams, who's the only player in a Power Four conference that's averaging at least 19 points and 10 rebounds. The fans don't show up, and I don't want to bash her teammates, but they barely show up. I mean, shout out to Coach Mo, but I feel like Serah Williams deserves better. To say that Juju Watkins should be there, no, I think it's the other way around. Actually, Serah should be looking for a crowd like the one at the Galen Center to play in front of next season, in my opinion. That's her choice to make. Secondly, I know you're not supposed to change clothes mid-video, and that's not even close to the first time that I've talked about Serah Williams on this channel. If you're a subscriber, you know that by now. If not, here's the perfect time to go ahead and get subscribed. But the first game of the season for the Wisconsin Badgers, I was already touting the skills of Serah Williams and talking about how great of a player she was. Play a clip here as I go along. Now, just in case you're new here and you're not familiar with her game, she averaged 19 points, 9.8 rebounds. She's averaged over 2 blocks every single season that she's played. Her point production has only gone up every single year. She's a junior, by the way. So all 3 years that she's played, her point production has gone up. She's a great two-way player. At the rim, either hand, turning over either shoulder. She's very adept from the mid-range. That's where I think the biggest asset that she brings to a potential new team lies, is that her ability from the mid-range will open up the floor as far as corner cuts, back doors. We'll see her probably, more than likely, we'll see her improve as a facilitator. Now that she'll be playing with a little bit more talent. I mean, presumably, we don't know which team she'll go to. You don't have to dig too far in my videos to see which team I'm hoping that she goes to, but right now it's not about that. We'll wait until she lists her top 3 teams or top 2 teams, whatever team she's going to visit, and then we'll talk about that then. But for now, I'm just happy to see that she'll be playing potentially for a team that'll have her in the national limelight next season because she deserves that, like I said before. Now, the GMs, I'm sure, they do their due diligence regardless, but she deserves to have the fans know who she is as well and build some of that excitement going into the WNBA. That's really what it's all about, especially right now in this NIL era. So I applaud the move. I don't think that everybody should be looking for new situations and just entering the transfer portal for whatever reasons, but there are certain players who you look at and you say, yeah, it only makes sense that they would do so. I felt that way pretty much all season long, and so, apparently I was on to something because she felt that way as well. It was only a matter of time. And once I saw that Coach Marina Mosley, formerly the Wisconsin Badgers head coach, once I saw that she stepped down, I pretty much knew at that point in time that Serah Williams would be entering the transfer portal, but had to make sure that it was official before I came out here and talked about it. So now it's official. Now, even though Serah Williams is the biggest name to enter the transfer portal so far, well, at least in my opinion, I'll say she's a player that I'm most excited to hear about since I've talked about her all season long. She's not even close to being the only impact player that has let their intentions be known to find a new home for next season. We've already had Taliah Scott from Auburn, formerly for Auburn. She's announced that she's entering the transfer portal. She was over 20 points a year last season. Auburn, they'll be undergoing a coaching change just like Wisconsin, and so it makes sense. They also lost their 5-star recruit, Nyla Wilson. She's decommitted, but we'll talk about incoming freshmen that have decommitted on a separate video. Carly Duffney from South Dakota, Zoe Best, Jordan Weaver, Shay Littleford, Kayla Ivey, Tate Walters, all entering the transfer portal. So we're already fully in the middle of Transfer Portal Madness 2025. If you guys watched my channel last season, you know I covered the transfer portal extensively. I plan on doing so again this year as well. Those are some of my most popular videos, so I'll be a fool not to, right? But it's also something that I'm really interested in, just seeing which players are making the right moves, which teams are going to improve next season. I already threw Vanderbilt out there as a team that I can see a lot of people wanting to transfer to with that new facility, plus having 2 young players that they have in Camille Pierre and Michaela Blakes. So we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, we'll talk about which teams they're going to go to once they announce their final 3 or final 2 and when they start taking visits and things like that. For now, I just wanted to get this out there because it's been way too long since I've talked to you guys. And I don't want to go back into the conference tournament and things that are 2 weeks old. Like I said, we'll talk about that. We'll have plenty of time here to get into that, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video out there. And I do appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned. More on the way. I don't plan on leaving for another at least quarter. So another 3 months. I'll be here for you guys every single day. Catch you guys on the next video. Until then, peace.